was like a death sentence going to Anfield for that second leg. You know, City had beaten Leicester on the Monday night.
You know, every City game you hope that, you know, someone can get a draw or a win against them, and Leicester were good. Leicester created chances, and you kind of think as the game went on, it got to about 70 minutes, you think this might be the game.
And then Vincent Kompany pops up and puts one top bins and does something that he's never done in his life before and definitely never will again. And at that point, I just remember sinking into my chair and thinking this just isn't meant to be.
And Kompany hits that ball, and there's just this, like, really, at the last hurdle, has all this been for nothing?
That's the league done. That was the last big chance of them falling away there. And you've got to go to Anfield. You're basically going to watch this procession where even if Liverpool play to the best, they might get a goal or two, but if Barca score, it's game over. And then you're going to go and not win the league at the weekend. I was on the floor.
I was ready for the season to end. I woke up on that Tuesday thinking, you know what, in a week's time, we'll have played Barca, we'll have played Wolves, and I can switch off from football for a bit, and I was completely ready for that.
I was sort of resigned in the daytime to us being knocked out.
It felt like I went through the motions just because of a sense of duty to some extent going into that game. I didn't dare to dream that it could possibly go as well as it did.
We get down there and there's just this sea of red. It's Liverpool fans lining the streets again, and you start singing, and at first you're singing to be a part of the crowd, and then as that goes on over the next sort of 15-20 minutes, you're not singing to be a part of the crowd anymore. All of a sudden you're singing because you've got belief that Liverpool can do something.
Thousands of Liverpool fans turning up just to show their unbridled love, joy and support for that football team.
And that's the special thing about this football club, is there's this sort of group mentality when you get us Reds together, and we start singing, we start filling ourselves up, and like our hopes and dreams start becoming real again, and you're like, you know what, we can do this. And I walked out of there, the coach goes past and it was incredible, and I walked out of there 10 foot tall, and I was like, something special is going to happen here. It's Barcelona, it's the semi-finals at Anfield. I'm not here to watch Liverpool lose. Liverpool are going to win this game. Can they win it by enough? And I was like, oh, we need four. I'm like, we need three. The Reds will drop. We need three, and we can take it to extra time. We can do them in extra time, or we'll do them in penalties. The game starts. First mistake, Valverde's mistake. Suarez lines up on the centre circle to take the kick-off. About 30-40 seconds too early. And the whistles start, and it's the crowd, and the jeering, and the booing, and the hissing, and it's building up. It's like a crescendo around you, so that when the ball's kicked off, Anfield's just antagonised, and it just wants to go in on them as fast as they can. And all of a sudden, the boos keep going. It's raining down, and everyone's picking the ball. Coutinho's getting the ball, it's getting louder. Suarez gets the ball, it's getting louder, and there's just this deafening noise.
Throw Divock Origi in there and you throw Xherdan Shaqiri in there, it's like, if you're ever going to have a time to impress, it's now. Nobody expects anything from you. You're 3-0 down against one of the best teams in the world. If you have a stinker, that's fine. But it was a clean slate to them.
Divock Origi's playing up front, Shaqiri's on the right. We knew going into the game that it wasn't going to be Firmino and it wasn't likely to be Salah.
These guys could write themselves into the history books and prove why it's so important that you have players like those in your team.
I've never heard anything so loud in my life. The lad's a legend. I mean, you talk about these players down the years of cult hero status. Origi's that and times 10. I mean, the stuff that he's done this season for us, absolutely brilliant.
The second Origi goal hits the back of the net, I was just like, well, this is it, we're doing it. All I was ever looking for was a sign, just something for me to hang my hat on to say, we were going for this, we had a chance of doing this. I think if it had gone on longer, the nerves build up, Barcelona are emboldened, whereas we absolutely shell-shocked them. Jordan Henderson striding majestically into the box, and Lord Divock Origi finishing it off. Yeah, I have to admit, that was all it took to restore my faith.
Andy Robertson. Oh, Andy.
He was trying to get into Andy Robertson's head at first, as he did in the new camp, and then that isn't working, so he just decides to get him off the pitch, which he does.
My opinion on Suarez hasn't changed. I love him for what he did for Liverpool Football Club. What made him so good is his desire and will to win. It's that once, as soon as he walks over that white line, he's a different animal, he's a different beast.
We all know as Liverpool fans that Luis Suarez was a bit of a prick. You know, but he was different because he was our prick, and you know, it's not nice being on the other side, but then if you go back 5-6 years when he was at the club, you kind of go, yeah, kind of fair enough.
What I didn't like was the way that he massively celebrated, and then he started talking in the build-up saying, well, you know, level of respect and blah, 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 I'm not going to celebrate Anfield. You didn't fucking celebrate at Anfield, did you, mate? In fact, you did the very opposite.
Come on, Redmen! Come on, Liverpool!
Wijnaldum comes on, Robertson's taken off. You're thinking, bloody hell, like, matters couldn't get any worse. Like, one of our standout players of this season has now been taken off. He's fought through the pain barrier. Jordan Henderson looks like he's playing with an injury as well. Perhaps he should have been taken off. Wijnaldum comes on.
The first one is like, right, this is on. This is on. And then for the second one to come so quickly.
Oh, lads, come on!
Barcelona were on the ropes at this stage, and then for quick succession for Wijnaldum to go and pop up and score another one was just elation, I think. And you see the pictures now, over the amount of times that I've watched the highlights back of people just head in hands of just going, this is unbelievable. This shouldn't happen. The team should not do this to Barcelona.
It's 3-3. The tie, we're level in the tie. The Barcelona don't know what hit him. Suarez is like that after the thing. Oh, no. Messi's looking around going, fuck's going on, boys? And they knew before we did that they lost that game.
When Gini scores that second, there is a magical feeling at Anfield, which if I could bottle and sell, no one would ever drink, no one would ever do drugs, no one would ever need anything else in their lives. You would literally wrap yourself up in that feeling day in, day at night and be content for the rest of all existence.
The first one that I scored was the 2-0, so we couldn't celebrate. That's for me the hardest thing when you score a goal. You score a goal and you cannot celebrate. But the second one was even, we made it even. So I was like, no, I'm gonna celebrate. And that's just what I did. I celebrated a goal, and you just said explode the whole stadium. I saw videos back from my family, were in my box, how they were celebrating that goal. Was the best thing till now in my career.
Scent, magic, voodoo, don't know what it is. 19 years old, 20 years old, but the balls to take that corner in the manner in which that he did. He hasn't even set the ball, he put the ball, quick thinking by the ball boy, gets it down, walking away, sees Origi's looking at him, runs back, hits the ball.
The way that Trent delivers that ball, the smarts to do that is one thing, but for Origi to finish it, it comes in mean, it doesn't come in nice, and he just sticks it in an instant.
When I watch the ball, even in slow motion, and I'm watching like the fifth replay of it, moving towards Divock Origi's foot, I still go, I tense up every single time because that ball could go anywhere. He could put that into row Z, he could scuff it, he could hit it at the goalkeeper, and he doesn't. He puts it in the top bin, he puts it in the perfect place to finish it.
I didn't see it. I didn't see Trent take the corner. I turned around from who he was talking to and just saw Origi kicking the ball in the net, and everyone's up, limbs everywhere. Everyone's falling over chairs, people are falling into aisles.
The absolute raptures, because we've not just levelled it up, we've not just taken it to extra time. Divock Origi is basically just sent us to the Champions League final.
We're 4-0 up against Barcelona in a Champions League semi-final. This doesn't happen, and yet somehow it was.
And there's 10, 11 minutes left or whatever it is, and they've got no chance. They're dead on their feet. We've beaten Barcelona. We're going through to the Champions League final. The greatest night in Anfield's history I've just been involved in. And I have never been more proud of my team.
It's gonna be the European Cup again.
nothing will ever top Istanbul, because, you know, to be 3-0 down in one game of football, dead and buried, and to bring it back, the story's been told a million times, it's incredible. There's a massive element of luck in Istanbul. There's just random little moments that just go in Liverpool's favour and you go, wow, that's fated. To do that to Barcelona, Liverpool were just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It wasn't by luck or by fluke, it was a phenomenally engineered Liverpool performance. I was going to say team performance, but it wasn't just the team. It was everything. It was the coaching staff, the analysts, all those guys. It was the players on the pitch, and it was the fans in the ground as well. That perfect unity of everything, all pulling in the same direction, all back at an absolute elite level. We've just taken on probably the best footballing side of a generation, and beaten 4-0. 4-0. In a Champions League semi-final, when we should have been dead and buried. We should have been making our plans for holidays on the 1st of June, but instead, we were booking our flights to Madrid.
It was almost like 3.5 years of work for Jurgen Klopp and this squad, building up a brand new love affair with the fan base, paid off that night, and then we all saw the result of it at full time when they're singing "You'll Never Walk Alone."
This was a unity that you could see, and they were stretched out and they had their arms around each other, and they're singing to the Kop and the Kop singing to them, and we're all singing to them, and it's just a beautiful thing. And
Alisson drops to his knees in the goal as the "You'll Never Walk Alone" music starts playing, and then you see like Fabinho singing it, and you see all the lads, and and you've got the Mo Never Give Up t-shirt and all that kind of stuff. It was just one of those perfect moments in time that, again, I will, I'll tell me son and my grandkids and all that about that, because to be there was just a genuine privilege.